John 3:21. But he who does the truth comes to the light, that his deeds may be clearly seen, that they have been done in God. Say to your neighbor, truth will bring you to the light. Ooh, it'll cause you to see things in the manner you need to see them. It's amazing, man, when you really get into the word and God starts opening up your understanding. It's like a light just comes on. And you start telling yourself, I don't have to live like this. I don't have to be dependent on that. But see, some folks think they have to struggle because they have not come into the light. And it's some in church. You'll be surprised of folk that are here this morning that are still struggling, but they don't have to struggle. Still wondering, but they don't have to wonder. If you get in truth, truth will turn the light on. And you'll start seeing that it's not God's wish for you to struggle. It's not God's wish for you to be going through certain things that you're going through. And see, when you recognize that truth will cause light to come forth, you have set yourself on the path to be completely delivered. Are you with me? Can we go further? John 17. We're going to stay in the book of John. We're going to stay in John. John 17 and 17. We done read this a number of times, but let's look at it. John 17 and 17. Sanctify them by your truth. This is Jesus praying to the Father that he would sanctify the disciples by the truth. But he closes out the verse by saying, your word is truth. Say to your neighbor, the word sanctifies. Sanctify makes you clean, pure. The word to get all of that negative mess out of you. The word will change your talk, change your actions. Some of us, we still talk like we're sinners. Still talk like you ain't got no power. Still talk like the devil can whip you every which way but loose. You ain't being sanctified the way you need to be sanctified. If you're being sanctified, you're going to be able to tell it in your thoughts, in your speech, as well as your actions. You can't be being sanctified and you're still talking about you can't. Sanctifying folks talk based upon scriptures like Philippians 4 and 13. I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. If you're being sanctified, your talk is different. Your outlook on life is different. I used to think, and before I said it, I was this naive. I used to think that sanctified had to do with dress. But if God is sanctifying you, he's getting out the impurities in your mind, your speech, and your actions. You still talking about you can't. You ain't being sanctified. How in the world can we let a man who was in jail say, I can do all things through Christ that strengthened me, and here we are free? Paul was in jail, didn't have a job, locked up, talking about he can do all It'll sink in later on. But I mean, understand, we can do no matter what our situation is. He said it in jail. In jail, he said, I can do. But Paul, you in jail, you can do all things, Paul? Yeah. How could he say that? Because he was in truth. Truth sanctifies. Preach it to somebody. Say, truth sanctifies. Gonna purify your mind. If you're still thinking crazy, you're not being. Talking crazy, you're not being. Doing crazy, you're not being. You can have a dress that touches the floor. Wear a shirt that buttons up all the way to your thumb. But if your mind, your talk, and your actions are not according to the will of God, you're not being sanctified. Are you against modesty in dress? No, you need to be modest. But it has nothing to do with sanctification. How many understand that? Okay. Some of the women didn't go with me there. No, that's all right. That's all right. That's all right.